Welcome back, guys. This is Thomas, and today we're looking at some Plunderlings, Raider Gank and Raider Fwush. Once again, folks, welcome back. It's been a while. I am working on some diorama projects, but my garage has been kind of busy. We've been doing some home reno, so I haven't been able to get out there and cut some foam. But I do have a project coming up that I'm really excited about. Still not sure how I'm going to pull it off, but I'm going to get out there soon. It's also been really cold here in Florida, which is odd. So getting out in the garage has been even tougher, not just because of the construction, but also because of the temperature. But I have gotten some cool stuff in the mail, and I'm going to do some reviews over the next couple of days. These Plunderlings have really got me excited because I didn't jump into the line until later on. And these were some of the original characters, the colors, the green and blue, and unfortunately they were really expensive on the aftermarket, so I wasn't able to pick these up, but Lone Coconut reissued them, so now I have my chance at getting these two figures. And if you're not familiar with the Plunderlings, you know, if I had to explain them to anybody, they're kind of like Mogwais from Gremlins mixed with a little bit of Stitch, and they use the same buck for the same body. They have 3 different body types, but these are the standard Plunderlings. And I know we complain about reissuing or reusing body parts for Marvel Legends, but that's kind of the whole beauty of this line. You just change up some of the accessories and it's almost a completely new character. These two figures happen to be pretty similar, so there's not going to be a whole lot different in the build, but they do come with some cool accessories that kind of makes them unique to themselves. And I think the whole point of it is that the color really changes the character. So that's kind of what these things are. And if you are familiar with 80s toys, the Boglins box, you know, these are very reminiscent of that with like the open mouth. I think it's really cool. So they come in these crates and you get some nice photos on the back. So let's go ahead and get these two figures out and let's check them out. And before I check out some of these figures, just want to make note of the box. I don't collect many boxes, and for some reason I've held on to these boxes for a while because they do have a cool feature. When you take out the toy, there are ears that you can stick in, and just like if you were going to display these in box, you can kind of work those ears out, put the ears on, and then keep all the boxes. It would be a cool display. I currently have all the boxes. I'm thinking about getting rid of them because once I kind of show this off, then I really don't do anything with the boxes again. But just a cool feature. There's a nice note in there telling you to heat up your figures just in case. I haven't had a problem with any of these. I know some people have snapped the necks off. Overall, it's just a nice thing to do for collectors, just giving them that little bit of notice. So pretty neat. So here we have Raider Gank and Raider Fwush, and I'm pretty sure that one was called Fwush because of the blue, swoosh blue, or now Robo Don't Know. I'm pretty sure blue was in all of their YouTube designs, whatever it was, their graphic designs. So I think Fwush was helping promote the product at the time when it first came out, so they gave them their own figure. So pretty neat design wise. Again, they're all the same figures, but they have that cool kind of angelic smile. And then they all have the same buck, and what differentiates them is what they'll come with. So these are both pretty similar, so we don't have to go over them separately. They both have the belt around their chest, the same kind of pants, but what you see is what you get. I mean, it's just a cool, bright figure, and they all do kind of have the same motif, sort of speak. So pretty neat. We'll go over articulation on one because they're both the same. So you do get some nice range on the head, back, forward. They have a little bit of an ab crunch and back. Then you do have a hinge at the shoulder, and these do have these don't have double elbows. So just a single jointed elbow. They kind of remind me of Popeye, like their forearms are huge. And then there's a hinge at the hand. What's cool is that they come with a variety of hands, and sometimes they come with a vertical or horizontal hinge, which is nice. There's a thigh cut there, so pretty cool. Get the splits down. They do have double jointed knees though, and I haven't had problems or had to heat this one up, so that's good. They have a hinge at the ankle, and then they also do have a rocker. So, you know, I'd say pretty fair articulation. It would be nice if they were able to kind of make these with a double joint, but it doesn't hinder from the fun, I'd say. So overall, say pretty simple design, but it goes a long way because they just end up having so much character anyway. So pretty cool to get these in the line. Let's check out what they come with. Now sometimes these characters come with a little more, but these two are pretty similar, so they've come with pretty much the same. Let's start with their extra heads. So now each figure is going to come with two different facial expressions. They're going to come with the open smile with the teeth showing, and then the closed mouth, teeth showing, smile. So not too shabby. You can see on the inside there's like a magnet inside, which is pretty cool because they each come with hats, and you can just take their accessory and there's a magnet there, and you know it's not going to fall off. So you can just put that on there. You could put this hat there. So pretty cool. Not going to come off, which is pretty neat. Now you get three heads all together: closed mouth, open mouth, closed teeth grid. So that's pretty neat. One of the cool things that they do is they sell these little hatchling bodies that you can put the heads on. Now these will come in a 2-pack with a set of closed fist, but then you get to use the hands that you get with the figure, and you get to use the other heads. So they come in just the small box, these headless bodies, and then you can take those other random heads that you have, and they don't have to go to waste. So you can have all these new characters on the shelf, which is pretty cool. I had to order all of the hatchling bodies from a Canadian seller, Cherry Bomb Toys, but I'm okay with that. I'm still getting them all, so now I'll have hatchling bodies for most of my figures. And then before I mentioned they come with a set of spare hands, you can see that vertical hinge right there, especially if they're holding some of their accessories. Now these two are fairly light on accessories, so you do get the headwear. This one comes with the captain's hat, and then the green one, Raider Gank, comes with kind of the skull cap or the do-rag, whatever you call it. And in terms of weapons, they come with slingshots. Both of them come with the same. Has some nice paint on there with the handle and the grip and the silver. And then both come with the same sword. Now I like this because of the paint, but then there's also some scratches on the sword, which I think really adds some cool play value to it. Looks like it's been used and worn, but nice detail on the grip. So pretty neat. So now the package does tell you to heat things up. I'm gonna risk it a little bit. So I'm gonna take their head off very slowly. And I do this with all figures, not just Plunderlings, but I always kind of twist and then pull a little bit. That one came off. Little paint chip. I think that's kind of normal with these. And then I'm gonna give the blue one this expression. And I'm just gonna kind of slowly work it in. So just push it in. That went on no problem. But yeah, if you're feeling comfortable just heating these guys up, I would, just in case. So, but other than that, it's a good fit. And then the magnet's there, so you can put your hat on. Same thing with the hands. So I want this guy to be holding his sword. I'm just gonna kind of twist and pull, get that hand out of there, no problem. Let's give him one of the gripping hands. Put that in there, and then I can give him his sword. So get that in there. It's a nice snug fit, but I think it does look pretty cool. And I like that the sword is kind of almost as big as his body, but it does look pretty neat once you get it in there. So let's give him his pirate hat, his skull cap. I think he's ready for the shelf. And something else these guys do come with, they come with this little hook. I don't think this is the best engineering. It's supposed to go on their back, but there's really nowhere, there's no room for you to peg it in. So I don't want to rip that. So I usually opt not to put these in unless the design allows for an easy kind of plug. But with these guys, it's a little difficult. I'm not going to mess with all too much. But then if you do get this on the back, then you can take their accessory that they're not using and you kind of clip that in so they can hold it on their back, which is kind of cool. Just wish it was able to plug in a little easier. And just to kind of show you guys the fun of this line, again, even though it is kind of a lot of reuse with the size bodies, you know, it's just fun when you put the different colors together and the different accessories. It really does add a lot of personality. So these are the Plunder Strongs, and then these tall, gangly ones are the Plunderlings, obviously the Plunderlings, and then you have the hatchlings. So these come in like fawn bodies, and then just the standard, typical, I'd say, baby body. So pretty neat. They even come in translucent plastic. So there's all types of these characters. There's something that worries me about this line though. A lot of their product goes on sale on Big Bad. I hope that's not indicative of how this line is doing. I hope a lot more people do buy into this line. It looks like there's some creatures coming out that I'd love to get my hands on. But if you are not aware of these guys, I think they're a lot of fun. So I would definitely check them out. And there's a few on sale right now, so I'd go pick some up for cheap. And that does it for this one, folks. You know, just a quick look at these Plunderlings. I think they're really cool. Let me know down in the comments if this is a line that you're into. I am super excited for where the line is going. But like I said, I do hope it has bigger traction because these guys are just a lot of fun. No nostalgia connected to them at all. It's just a fun new toy line that I think they're really cool and really cute. And you can kind of sneak them in to whatever toy line you want just for fun. So anyways, that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed this one and we'll catch you next time.